Hey everyone, EQ2 here, and today I am cruising around in my new ethereal form. I was talking to Miracle, and he decided to take me on as an apprentice, so I can do this now. Woo! Yay! But anyhow, what's going on? Not a lot. First, let me talk about the fire. The fire situation. The fire situation seems to be mostly under control. Containment was in the mid to upper 80s last time I checked, I think. However, that's not to say that the fire is gone. It still continues to burn within the containment lines, but they're getting it contained so that the spread is contained. That's why it's called containment. So, go firefighters, yay! Other than that, I'm not feeling all that great today. I'm having one of my reactions. It's a little more mild than some of the ones I've had in the past, but it's still obnoxious. I've got some pretty serious abdominal cramping, and it makes me somewhat cranky, and I'm a little more negative than usual, which is bad. So forgive me, I might start bitching about this game at any given moment. What else? Oh yeah, music. I was recently asked in the comments, because I had comments, yay! And anyhow, I was recently asked in the comments about the music in the background. The music in the background, in this case, is from Ultima 5 Lazarus soundtrack. Ultima 5 Lazarus was a mod of the Dungeon Siege engine to rebuild the game Ultima 5 using said engine. And it was a fucking amazing piece of work. And the soundtrack alone is like Emmy material. Wait, is Emmy for music or is it the Grammys are for music? Well, anyways, it's Pulitzer Prize material. Or not Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, anyways, it's some type of prize material. What was I going to say? Oh, this is Final Fantasy 15 right now. So the stuff playing in the background is usually from Ultima 5 Lazarus, the soundtrack, or from Ragnarok Online, the soundtrack. But sometimes I will add other pieces in just to spice it up a little bit. This, for example, is the battle music from Final Fantasy 15. This one's called Up to the Challenge or Up for the Challenge. Anyway, something along those lines. It's the battle music you play out in the what was the name of that region? Klein, something like that. It's on the western part of the map, anyhow. So, as I was saying, we're going to do something today. What are we going to do? I don't actually know. Here, let me cancel my power. Let's turn this power back on. Which turns me to this pulsing cloud of hatred. And now we're going to hide my illusion form. And we are going to turn my mount back on. There we go. Hiccups. One of the problems with this reaction that I'm having is that I've got like this air bubble stuck right where your sternum ends, right between the rib cage, basically right above your diaphragm. Yeah, it's right there. And it's really obnoxious, and it's giving me hiccups constantly. And it also feels like I've got a rock stuck in my esophagus. I don't, but that's what it feels like. It's really obnoxious. I think I just said that, actually. So anyhow, we're going to do something today. What we're going to do is, I know what we're going to do. We're going to go back to Skyshrine because that video was one of those lovely videos where YouTube was like, you're not high definition anymore. Ha, ha, ha. I don't know why it does that. I don't really understand what's happening. My settings don't change. Well, I mean, they did change recently because I just redid them all. But my settings didn't change. Like, I do a Star Trek video. The Star Trek video uploads, and it's high definition. I upload an EverQuest video, and it's not high definition. The settings are the same for both videos. When I post process them to make them a little bit smaller and more manageable, I use again the same settings. And yet the Star Trek videos are high definition, and the EverQuest 2 videos are downscaled to 480p. It's like even YouTube hates EverQuest 2, I guess. I don't know. So anyhow, we're going back to Skyshrine so I can run through it really fast. I ran through it a little bit. What was it last week? I think it was last week. Well, anyways, like a week or so ago, I ran through it just to give you an idea of what it looks like. However, again, that video was not high def, so I don't know how well you could see it. So I'm just going to run through it again real quick. Give me some speed. That's not a whole lot of speed, but okay. So where are we? We're on. Okay, this is the Covenant District. Basically, this is the marketplace. Let's go this way. Oh, I have a quest to kill these guys. Do not speak to me in such a manner. Oops, I don't have my little buddy out. Come on, Belial. Behold his true form and despair. Hey, where is he? Oh, there he is. There you go. And now let's bring... Oh, do I have my deity pet out? Don't have my familiars out. Well, damn, I am just all sorts of unprepared, aren't I? Special skill. Anyhow, Leonidas, you asked me about Pantheon, I think it was. I can't actually tell you my thoughts on Pantheon because at this moment I don't know what Pantheon is. Do you mean the Pantheon of the Gods in EverQuest 2? Do you mean the actual landmark in Rome? Is there something else called Pantheon? If so, I don't know what it is. So let me talk about the things I just mentioned. Like, okay, the Pantheon of the Gods, I don't really think... I'm kind of ambivalent. I think about the gods on a case-by-case basis. What else could I say about the gods? They're kind of assholes. But that's just their nature. Well, some of their natures. I think that it's stupid that gods like Erlissimar are good only, and yet when you go to Erlissi Day, you can go to Freeport to do the quest over there, and they have priests over there doing the activities. Wait, I thought it was good only. Clearly it's not, so why is it restricted to good only worshippers? That's pretty fucking stupid. Stop that, jerks. I said stop that, jerks. One bad thing about playing this game and playing Star Trek at the same time is that you get used to Star Trek auto-targeting when you use an ability. EverQuest doesn't do that. See, in Star Trek, if I were using an ability like this, it would auto-target that guy over there, and then start using the ability on him. Quality of life. That's not to say that it's perfect, because it's not. It has its flaws too, but still, quality of life. And don't get the impression that I hate this game, because I don't actually hate this game. Although I will admit I'm getting much less tolerant of its quirks than I normally am, but that's also, it's not so much the game I hate, it's Sony, or Daybreak if you want to call them Daybreak, but they're Sony. I'm sick of their bullshit. They have lied so much in the past, and it's clear that they don't view this as a game. They view this as a marketplace on which they can make money with an optional game running in the background. At least that's how it feels to me. It feels like I'm logging into a marketplace with an optional game I can play for free in the background while I browse for things to buy. Hey, check it out! It's Vodka Prime. I wonder if I can kill him. He's only a ×2. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I honestly don't know. So let's find out. Worst case scenario, he kills me. Worst case scenario, he dies. Badly. Boudica Prime sucked it. Ooh, I got Goncore. Ooh, I got stuff. Ooh, I got a Mace of Collateral. Is that a Mace of Collateral Damage? Sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, speaking of, I came up with a new joke for you guys. Okay. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Give me a second, I gotta think how it went. Alright, so if brawlers represent earth because they rock, and crusaders represent fire because they put things to the torch, what do druids represent? Or if you want, what do paladins represent? Whatever. No, paladins are crusaders, so no, it can't be paladins. It's gotta be druids. What do druids represent? Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. They represent wind because they both blow. Ha 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 ha. Suck it, druids. Yeah. I'm proud of that one. And of course, you're probably wondering, well, what about swashbucklers? Notice I'm very specific about swashbucklers because swashbucklers rule, brigands rule. So what about swashbucklers? Swashbucklers represent water because they make me wet. And I am, of course, referring to Tal. Hey, it's another asshole. Stop that, you jerk ass. You are making me grumpy. Well, truthfully, you're not making me grumpy. That the constant cramp in my stomach is making me grumpy. Actually, it's not even in my stomach. It's somewhere in my intestines. Probably my colon. Makes me wonder if the large intestine's the colon, does that make the small intestine the semicolon? Sorry. Hey, I only said it was a joke. I never said it was a good joke. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about Pantheon. Honestly, I don't know what Pantheon is. You'll have to be more specific. Lore. Well, that's right. I also wanted to mention lore because he mentioned that he liked it when I talked about lore. I do talk about lore when I know the lore to talk about. Now, my lore comes from this game, not EverQuest 1. The reason being, I'm playing EverQuest 2, not EverQuest 1. So, for accuracy's sake, I would go with EverQuest 1 because EverQuest 1 is the original, and Valen worked on that as well, as I recall. But because I'm playing EverQuest 2, I will, if EverQuest 1 says A is B, and EverQuest 2 says B is C, I will go with B is C because this is EverQuest 2. Keep in mind that EverQuest 2 is kind of a continuation of EverQuest 1, but not so much. It's actually a alternate timeline. So that's why I will go with EverQuest 2's lore. Meaning, if the game tells me something, then that's the lore I'm going to use. But if the game doesn't tell me something, then I can't really talk about the lore because I don't have any. So, like for example, stuff like oh god, what's it called? Obelisk Frontier. I don't know anything about Obelisk Frontier. It's just the Obelisk Frontier. That's all I know about it. So I'm not really going to talk about the lore for that because I don't know what it is. Yeah. So you'll notice that recently, especially, but it's been a while since I've actually talked about the lore. It's because I've run out of stuff to talk about. I mean, when I was doing stuff like the shard zones and whatnot, that was easy to talk about. There was all sorts of stuff going on in there, and that was the Shadow Odyssey, which was my favorite expansion because, I mean, that thing was story heavy. And I'm a story-driven person. Setting is great, but I need a story to go with it. And I absolutely despise the later expansions that we've just recently been getting because, I mean, some of them are decent, I guess, when it comes to storyline, but a lot of them also just kind of feel half-assed to me. Especially that Kunarkasinin crap. I mean, those dungeons are just a joke. It's like, hey, look, we have a big room with some crates stacked up on the wall, and bad guys, have fun. It's like they're not even trying; they're just taking stuff from EverQuest 1. I mentioned in one of my comments, I said, you know, I feel like they're riding their past glory too much, and that's exactly how I feel. It feels they're like, hey, we made EverQuest 1, we're awesome. It's like, that's great, but this isn't EverQuest 1, this is EverQuest 2. And I don't judge a game based on its prequel. I judge a game, ooh, that was another name. I judge a game based on itself. Like, for example, I loved Ultima 5. Yeah, I like Ultima 6, but if it came down to it, Ultima 6 doesn't hold a candle to Ultima 5. Ultima 5 was way better. And I'm not going to say that Ultima 6 is the greatest game ever made because I loved Ultima 5. That's just how I am. Alright, so that was the Covenant District. Now we're going to go through here to the... Which way we're going? This is the Lyceum. There we go. I wish I could figure out what this damn condition is. It's really annoying the way it just sometimes just deactivates my brain. Like I said, a good analogy is like I've got a really big hard drive, but it's separated into a bunch of different partitions. And sometimes when this condition strikes, it will just seal off one of those partitions. And I won't be able to access anything on said partition. What the hell are they saying? I have no idea. Oh, here we'll have a Rune of the Awakened. Hey, you, come over here for a second. Got something for you. Also, YouTube, what the hell is up with your recommended videos? I had a recommended video show up the other day. It was Zen Dong Help. I was like, I don't know if my dong is what qualifies as a Zen dong, and I certainly don't know if it needs any help, but what the fuck, YouTube? And I've been getting a lot of stuff like that lately. It's just weird stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I've been just inundated with Dota 2 videos. I'm like, I've never even played Dota 2. I've never even watched a Dota 2 video. Why is it recommending the shit out of it to me? Oh, the boss is up. He wasn't up the last time I did this video, so yay. Okay, as you can see, he brings these guys over to help, and he explodes with the power of my hatred. I am like the planar manifestation of hatred. He also dies awkwardly. Let me show you the map. See, here we are. This is where we went through to the Covenant District, and boom. There are, of course, heroic versions of these zones, but I haven't opened them up yet because you have to do the timeline for those. Oh well. Dude, I'm kicking their asses. Oh, my nose itches. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Why? Because that's why. No, that's not the... I don't see the boss. Not the boss, but it's named. You know what I mean. Don't you fib, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, have you stuck with me this... Oh, there's the named. If, for whatever reason, you've stuck with me this long, then you are used to my nonsense. Not cool, bro. Oh, he was part of a different group, damn it. There are quite a few exquisite chests in here. And I haven't even logged on Tal yet. Ha, ha, ha. This is fun. I like picking on weak mobs. Makes me feel like a badass. And kind of like a bully, but... This is our domain now. I like these drag much better than the ones that you saw in like Kingdom of the Sky. Those just have like a generic Karen voice almost. I'll enjoy causing you pain, trespasser. Your bones will not be permitted to rest here. Blah, blah, blah. These guys are much cooler. They sound more draconic. But that's just my opinion, which just happens to be right. Just saying. Hey, remember there was like there's a pair of epic mobs that may or may not be over here. Let's see if they're up. If they're up, then maybe I'll kill them. Maybe they'll kill me. Don't know. And this will take me to the Dracur Prime section of the Skyshrine. Die, wicked creature. So yeah, sorry about the repeat, but like I said, I'm just basically redoing the video with my new settings, which appear to be working for the time being, although I haven't checked this video yet. We'll find out. And these new settings, I might add these new settings. Really need to be post-processed, because what used to be a 700 megabyte video is now 5 to 6 gigabytes. Wow. I cranked the settings way up. Are they up? Oh yeah, they are. Like I said, they will turn into an epic mob, but they're not epic right now. So I might be able to kill them before they do. Although, the first time I actually killed these guys, it was Kiko and I, and our mercenaries, and they of course turned into epics, and we killed them. Surprisingly, it was an endurance test, but we pulled it off. Because I'm a badass. Kiko, he held my cloak for me. Yeah. No, actually, he was too busy fucking Knowles to help out, so. And you can quote me on that. Yeah, they didn't turn epic. Ha ha ha, screw you, chicken fuckers. Oh, hi, didn't even see you. Not that it mattered. And is that one worm boss up? I don't see him. He might be though. I can't see what's over there. Nope. If he were up, he would be attacking me right now. You guys got nothing on me. Okay, now we're going to come through in Dracur Prime, and we'll be close to Kildrakun, the high priest who raised Carafirm to be a weapon. Not firm. Sorry. My Draconic's a little rusty. I have particular dislike for Kildrakun because he, more than anything, is the reason Carafirm is a total douche. He's a douche dragon. It turns out we were wrong this whole time. We thought he was a chromatic dragon, or sorry, prismatic dragon. He's not. He's a douche dragon. Hey, dude, what's up? Ba-boom! Not you. Ha ha ha. Hey, guys. Boom! Hey, enough of that bullshit. Let's go kick his ass. Okay, Kildy should be around the corner there. If he's up. If he's not up, then he won't be, obviously. And he's not. He's afraid of me. He is wise to fear me. I can hear you're like, yeah, big words, but he's not up right now. Let's see you take him on. Need I remind you of the fate of Vodka Prime? Yeah, I touched his butt. And he did not like it. Some people like it when you touch their butt. Other people don't like it when you touch their butt. He was one of the latter. And if he is a ladder, he's missing a rung. Quite a few rungs, because I just broke them off and I jammed them back up his ass. Because I'm hardcore. Urgh. Check it out. Check out how badass I am. Whoa! That was not the badass I wanted to show off. But it worked. Okay, that basically concludes my retour of Skyshrine. More lovely hiccups. Let's talk about the lore for a minute. Not a whole lot to say about it. Skyshrine is basically like the main city, the capital city of the Claws of Ishan faction of the dragons. As you can tell, it's under siege by the forces of the Awakens. This is the day after the siege began, however. This is kind of like the mopping up. Let's see, what was I going to say? Right. The Claws, led by Lord Yelinak, called upon the quote-unquote lesser races of Norath to give him a hand. So they marched, the armies of Norath formed the new Combine, and they marched through the Witherlands, and they eventually got here now. And as you can see, it was too late to prevent the fall of the city, but it wasn't too late to prevent the utter destruction of the city and the complete capture. That being said, if you do the timeline and you unlock this portal, you can go into the Underdepths where you discover why the city fell. The city didn't fall because the Awakened Legion was too strong. They fell because of a traitor in their midst. And that traitor withdrew when you showed up and whooped some serious Dozakar ass. Dozakar is a dragon who committed the greatest sin. Now this comes from EverQuest 1, but it also kind of does not come from EverQuest 1 at the same time. It's kind of assumed by the player base that the sin is that he is the father of Carafim. No dragons of opposing elements are allowed to mate. That's like the holy rule. Well, 2 dragons did, and the council put them to death. But rather than putting the child to death, Carafim, Kildrakun, who was the high priest, the head of the council, and he's also a shadow dragon. Interesting. Anyhow, he had a change of heart and decided to raise Carafim as his own personal weapon. And he used him to eliminate his opponents, because he was by no means a popular ruler unanimously supported by his followers. No. The Claws, they eventually split and they formed some of them split and formed the Ring of Scale. Basically, the Claws were of the attitude that the lesser races were unimportant. Fuck them. We don't care. Whereas the Ring of Scale, led by Jaladar, badass among badasses, well, anyhow, they felt that a more active approach to dealing with the lesser races was needed before the lesser races became a problem. Keep in mind that is not to say that they wanted to wipe the lesser races out, but they just wanted to be more active. Like if the lesser races fucked with them, rather than just be like, whatever, then they would go down there and kick their asses. That sort of thing. Like, we see them building up a huge army with the intent to attack our layers. We will attack them first. We will show them the error of their ways. On the other hand, if we see them being somewhat useful, we will go employ them as being useful. Now, the Claws will do that as well, but they are more like almost like slave labor, almost, not quite, but that's kind of the way it appears. Second-class citizens, basically. What was I saying? Right. Oh yeah, Killdragon. Wait, no. Shit, I forgot. I completely forgot what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about with the hard drive thing. It's like my brain just shut off. That whole section of my brain just completely shut off. I remember talking about Killdragon out in Drakir Prime, but I had just mentioned him a little bit ago, and I can't remember why. Yeah, Killdragon. Anyhow, Killdragon is now one of the generals of the Awakened. Obviously, he's not in charge anymore. But anyhow, as I was saying, he's kind of like the asshole responsible for Carafin being the asshole that he is, because he used him for like destructive purposes, not just against the giants, but also against other dragons that who disagreed with him. And we got here just in time to prevent the Awakened Legion from claiming Skyshrine. They attacked here because they want Lindiniara. She has special powers that the Awakened wants, and we drove them off. Hooray. But the war is far from over. But again, that was basically Skyshrine in a nutshell. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace out. Oh, and thanks for commenting, Leonidas, because I enjoy comments. Ciao.